Do you want to know how people manage to truly live freely by doing just what they love? How they achieve their self-actualization? This is not about the big breakthroughs or a long-term planning in advance. This is about small steps. The small steps where real deep transformation lies. But this is not about any small steps, but the right ones. In this video, you will find out more what that means to you and how you can take the right steps, and above all, how you can find them. My name is Marianne Bim from the 618 Bevolution that guides you into that very free life that is just yours because you do what you love and you live from that. So if you want to know how you can get into your self-actualization successfully and live this free life, stay here with me. Yeah, nowadays we see it all over the place. If you look closer or even less closer, many people face real challenges and have lots of problems these days as the usual world and the system and all the things we used to know that are reliable are crumbling down. Everything is changing, and it's changing fast. That means people are looking for orientation. They are looking for references, where to trust into, what to believe, and to see where they can't trust anymore. So it's a bit about more chaos in this world, which affects everybody. It happened already in the last years a lot, but now it's increasing. Most of the clients coming to me, they're facing similar problems. They basically come with the same question at first, and that is, how can I make this change happen? How can I change my situation? How can I get started even to change my situation? And fail or refuse or just can't make it happen at some point. It's different reasons, right? So they think they need a long-term plan in advance, right? And even when thinking about such a long-term plan, this scares already off because they don't see how to make the plan, and they don't see how they make the plan alone, and they start looking for help and think, oh my God, I need a whole company, a whole business consultancy here to make this happen. And that leads to the next reason why they don't get started at all and refuse to get started sometimes. They believe they need a lot of money to make any change happen in their daily lives. They don't see the possibility how they can make it right now somehow different and start that path they want to walk, and get scared about everything. So they just don't get started at all. And that makes them being stuck and get in touch with me and asking me, how am I getting started? How get I out of this tightness here right now in the job or wherever, in their business, where nothing is working that they feel good about it. So they have a lot of stress, and they don't see any door out of that because the system just taught them different things, and now things are changing. So you might wonder, so it's many people that have that right now. So what's the solution here right now? Yes, and that's why we are both here. This solution out of such a stuck situation and not knowing and increasing stress and searching for a solution, there is one solution only at first step. And this is the path out of your essence. Follow the path of your essence. and learn how to recognize that you are following the path of your essence. And when you got off this path and follow your limiting beliefs and ideas / a fearful ego. Because then you know you are in these old patterns, in these old programs that you have learned in the past, which took the world where it is stuck right now. So to get out of these old programs and patterns, you will have to implement a new way of thinking first and learning a new way. And this is the path of your essence. And that's a whole different experience of life. So that includes also, don't go to your neighbors, friends, partners, family and ask for advice. That would be the old one. It's a nice thought, but it's not helpful. They don't know what's best for you, even though they might be close to you. They are not you, and that's why. It's simple as that. Also, please don't ask AI. AI is the worst choice, not because it's just all bad, but AI is designed for giving you certain information out of a different agenda and certainly doesn't know what's best for you. It's not designed to tell you what's best for you. Okay? And the very last one, especially these days when we look around, that's the one we see a lot. Don't rush. Don't rush into new direction without ideas where to head to. So everything is already very fast, and you don't want to get even faster to pass the noise outside. You, it's quite the opposite, want to get slow and choose the path of your essence. So before we go further here, I want to raise your awareness, your consciousness about the power of small steps. You don't need to pack up everything right now, fly around the world, throw away your job, leave your friends behind or everyone all at once. You take one step after the other and make small, conscious, very conscious steps. And one small conscious step leads to the next one, and that leads to the next one, and so on and so on. So also, by becoming more conscious about what you do and what you want and why you do things, you will notice how many steps you can leave behind. You don't even take. You don't need to take them anymore. This is what you learn about yourself once you take this beautiful path of your essence. And that can be even micro movements. And those micro movements in your daily lives can make all the difference, can change the world for you and will. Because you're implementing something for you, what is real, what is really meant for you. And that's the difference between the ideas from other people or the outside and your inner wisdom coming from your essence. Like this, implementing, realizing what's from your essence and doing so, you are building already your free, self-determined life. Because these steps are small, but very genuine. They are conscious, genuine steps. They build the foundation of your life. And that foundation is the foundation for your economical existence in the new world. This is probably the first time a real foundation you're building up in your life. And you might have already, as an entrepreneur, a foundation, but somehow you feel something is missing. I'm not fulfilling the whole thing. I'm not owning what I'm doing really, or I have no idea even what I'm owning. I'm doing just something like a robot because you can make money from it. Then you want to change directions as well. And I'll tell you in a little while why. You want to change direction until you feel you fully own it. Until you feel your essence is in the whole thing and steering the ship. You are the captain then in this ship. That's a whole different feeling of living your life. And that's part of the self-actualization many people achieve. So yeah, as I said, it is not any steps. It is the steps coming from the essence, which build your stable foundation, because that's what people are looking for outside. They'll look for stability. They'll look for something to hold on to. Everything is breaking apart and disappearing, and many people don't know anymore what to hold on to. And this is what you're doing now and want to do from within. And this is what you're doing from 1 second to the next, from one moment to the next, from one day to the next week, to the next month and years. And you build up a stable foundation, ideally forever, for the rest of your lives. And this is basically what you do when you are building a new earth, let's say, a new world business, in real existence, in a world that is, in the old world that is crumbling away, something new is coming up, and you want to be stable in this new whatever it's going to be thing. And this is coming from within. There's no other way. Meaning, don't follow the coaching constructs of systems, of boxes, of business development. This is the way we do it. This is the way of success. Follow this and do that and you will succeed. That is part of, it's not working anymore. Because they are not you. It might work for them, but not for you. You want to choose your essential path that is aligned with your nature, with your energy and your amount of energy and your essence. Even though people might feel it's a bit stressful to do all this all the time, they still follow that route because they still believe, because they might have paid for that program, etc., etc., they still believe that's the way. And they continue, even though the stress level is high and things are off. You have certain symptoms and you will notice as usually pretty fast. So you will notice some sort of demotivation. You're like, resisting. I don't want to do this, but they told me to. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay? So then you continue doing it. And this is what I told you here before. This is when burnouts happen. If you follow because other people are telling you to do so, and don't listen to yourself, to your body and all the signals at all, and have never learned how to do so, you'll land necessarily in the burnout if you're a burnout type, or there are other severe symptoms coming up. Plus, the lack of success. You can't be successful like this because all the energy is not within you anymore. You're draining yourself of energy. There is nothing left for you, so this can't be successful. It's a success for the seller, but probably not for you. And I've seen these examples. I've heard other people or coaches especially that followed these kind of instructions, implementing no matter what, month and month and month, a certain system all year long, which totally destroyed their energy, their radiation, their joy, and everything. So you can imagine if you work with someone else, if you work with people and you don't have your energy together, how helpful this would be for them. Not really. So this famous thing of doing it, do it at all costs, no matter what, brings exactly that to the fore, at all costs, at your costs. And it drains you. As I just said, it drains you, it drags you down. And this is what you feel. Doing, yes, I also tell my clients, yes, you need to implement, you need to realize, you need to do things, but not everything, no matter what. Always in harmony with your essence, in harmony with yourself. This is what makes sense for the path of your true self, because this is the path that belongs to you. This is what completely corresponds to your personality, your energy that nourishes you. And you're born with your personality, not with your character. Character occurs from all the ways you're being brought up, the programs you're learning, etc. This is not what you're following, what you want to follow. You want to follow your personality. That's a natural thing. That's your nature. And you cannot follow anything foreign, because that always will drain you. It's so important, especially nowadays, to be in touch with yourself. To be in touch with yourself when you do something new, so that you feel that you're doing something that is really you. And in this stress out there, if you don't know how to do this, you can't find the difference. You might do something and just hope you're doing what is you, and you don't know that you're doing something that doesn't belong to you. So all that can be scary. Yeah, it's scary because when you do something new, you don't know how it works, then you need some advice, right? So, and this advice you get from yourself. You are your advice, basically. That's the path you walk when you walk the path of self-actualization. Because who else do you want to realize but your true self, right? And what else except that, what you came into the world for? Easy answer already, I guess. And most people don't do that. And that's the thing, what we see right now still a lot in the outside world. Many think they are genuine, many think they are real, and are actually stuck in their loud ego. And many cannot perceive themselves yet, because they never learned it. They have assumed someone else's identity and playing their copy. And this is something that can happen fast. When you see somebody outside and you like the ways and what they say, you're like, oh, I want to be like her or him. And so you adapt certain behavior, wording, etc., and become a foreign person. So in all doing these things and not walking the path of your essence, people become exhausted. Especially nowadays, you see this more and more. They fail to bring themselves effectively into this new occurring world. Yeah, and as we see this more and more, maybe you are one of those who wants to help. You might want to help people to get back on that track, so that they too can self-actualize themselves, that they can live a free life and do what they truly love, instead of staying stuck in the rat race of stress and all the noise out there. Yeah, and if that is the truth for you, and you feel, yes, I actually would love to, you've come to the right place. Because here is the place where I let you know, where I let my clients know that I train the 618 essence profiling. that does exactly that. It's your evolution to your essence is actually the true evolution of your true life in freedom and fulfillment, of course. That belongs together. There is no either or. And after you have gone through that yourself, you will be a practitioner, somebody that guides others to their essence. That's a wonderful thing to do. So you would help people to realize their true selves so that they become their best selves and get out of the state of being an unsuccessful copy of someone else. You would be, with this training, you would be a practitioner of this way to guide others and a master profiler, a master essence profiler. If you want to know more about this, just go to the description under the video to the contact and get in touch with me. And also subscribe to the Pathfinder mailings, of course, to the channel, and join the community.